Hey everybody, welcome into the Beehive. I'm your host, TheBee at LLC, and this is where we stack precious metals like it's pollen and nectar. Our pollen is silver and our nectar is gold, preserving our wealth as honey of old. Like ancient metals, we hold our own. So today, I'm excited to have the Cranky Stacker with me, and we're going to be talking a little bit about generational wealth and strength, and I've got some exciting news to share. So, Cranky, welcome in here.
Hello. How are you doing today, LLC?
Doing good, doing good. So, yeah, let's.
Before you start, and I should have when we were chatting before, your stream with Ian was great.
Oh, well, thank you.
I hate to break your train of thought there, but that guy's really good, and you're doing a bang up job with getting those interviews like that. It's very, very nice.
Wow, thank you. I appreciate that, Cranky. That's awesome to hear. I appreciate the encouraging word there. Happy Tiger, welcome in. My Silver Journey, Nickel Stacking, Kevin Hawthorne. Thanks for being here, guys. Yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to bring you up. We got some good news I'll get into here in a little bit, but just talk a little bit about silver. It's been on a move lately, hasn't it? What
It
what
it has. Yeah. I
what?
I keep thinking I'm going to buy the dip, and then by the time I change my mind or get ready to place an order, it's gone up a buck or two.
That's it. It went up like $1 in just over an hour. Just yesterday I think it was yesterday or today, yeah. And man, it can move fast. So
I know a lot of people don't like the volatility of it, but I think it's kind of cool. Because I'm not looking to if I was flipping stuff or buying and selling to make money, it'd be one thing. But I'm just happy to see it going up and down, and anywhere around 30 is money for me so far. I haven't been buying a lot, but
yeah, I
you
think
know,
silver 30 is still a value for what's coming. Indeed.
it is.
Stacker Man's Rabbit Hole, welcome in. Good to see you. Tuli, L Arms, welcome in. Good to see you.
Hi, y'all.
So yeah, it's been I've been talking to people too about it, and they're joking around with me, and what what are you gonna set your price at, and that's it. It's just like you gotta be ready for this volatility, because I think it's just gonna kind of be increasing as we go here. I think you're gonna see sharp moves because we're already seeing $1, $2 moves a day. And so, some people are saying $5, and some people say, "Oh, that's outrageous." But I don't know. You might see it, just from what I'm seeing already. So I don't know. It's
It is not outrageous. Ian had some points again. What we're seeing with the new technology, and I think I was on Ron's basement, and he was talking about the new technology and in panels, solar panels, and it's going to require about 3 times the silver. I think he was saying there's like 2/3 of an ounce per panel right now, and it's going to triple the use of that to improve performance. And if half of that is true, and what Ian was talking about, everything going to the east,
yep,
you
yep,
know, contracts are over 300 to 1. There's a big storm brewing, and it's good for you if you're holding right now.
yep. Yep, I think so. And that's we got an interesting little arbitrage, like we were talking last night there, between us and China on the COMEX and the numbers. So they've been closing $3 to $4 north of us for several months now. So
Yeah, I had heard that, and I it I wonder how that all works over there, because their entrepreneur class, if you will, is pretty limited. So how does that work with government control of pricing and everything? I mean, I know it's not just a market for China, but I don't quite understand how they can have so much um, price fluctuation. If they're really sitting on the assets more so than the people. I've heard that they're buying beads to, the Chinese populace is,
Gold beads. Yep.
yeah, buying beads just to have, by the pennyweight, I guess. I don't know. That's,
Yep. Yep.
um,
That's supposedly a big deal over there, and India as well is going big into solar, and as well their people are doing it on the financial side as well. So they had a good year last year in silver purchasing, and then in this first, I believe it was the first quarter of this year or something, this first little part of the year, they have already bought more than they purchased last year. So they really cranked up the purchasing as well.
I have, yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I recently heard that actually India had surpassed China as far as the amount that they're buying.
Yeah, I know they had some crazy numbers. I need to get those, but yeah, they here this last little bit, India's been a big buyer too.
There's a shop that I like to go to once in a while. It's just kind of a jewelry and gift shop, and he does custom work and things like that. And the gentleman's from India, and he's just the kindest man. And every once in a while he'll throw a piece of something in for me. I've been going to see him for years, and I really need to get down to him because I wanted to. I have a piece all picked out for him. I wanted to gift him an ounce of silver and kind of, listen to what he has to say about what their market's doing, because he just basically buys and sells, and trades silver. And he just took a trip in February back to India for 3 weeks, and I haven't talked to him since, so I need to get down and see him.
Yeah, I'd like to hear about that as well. The Kansas Kid, Emerald Coast Stacker, thanks for being here.
Kansas Kid.
This is does this look familiar to you? Let me see if this you're okay. So I got this from you. I haven't opened this yet as well. I better get into this while I got you here.
Well, don't be expecting a whole lot. It's a little something that I saw, and I thought, you know what, I want to send that to LLC and see if it's worth. I think I got that, if I'm not mistaken, on T's auction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. And by the way, I love T's auctions, and but I can't figure this whatnot stuff out. I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's incredibly fast paced, from what I can
it's
tell.
too fast for me too. It's not quite my style. I tried it a couple times, but it's a little hard even for me. And I guess it's great for some people, so to each their own. But I noticed,
hey, Emerald,
it was a little hard for me to keep up with. That was for sure.
Yeah, I might go try and figure that whatnot stuff out and come back to your channel and catch one of your auctions. I like the pace and the easy peasy kind of work,
Well, good, because that's kind of my speed. Like was it Johnny Cash? If I could play faster, I would.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, and a magnet as well. Nice, thank you, Cranky.
Yeah, that's I'll send you the bill. It's no big deal.
Yeah, okay. LLC, here's an ancient I picked up for you. Hope you can identify it. Stay safe. The Cranky one. All right, cool. Let's get it off here and see what we got.
Oh no, you know where I got that? I got that. That wasn't T's. I got that at a new shop. Well, it's new for me. I didn't even know these guys existed um, until recently, and I guess they do whatnot. Speaking of, but that came from these guys here.
TSS Coin and Bullion.
Yeah, he gave me a couple of stickers. I love this guy.
Okay.
Check it out.
That is
Stoner. But yeah, they do whatnot auctions and I think he's on Instagram. But anyway, God, I love that guy.
there's like a chalice down here on the bottom or something.
I just couldn't tell what it is. I'm sure it's not Greek. Now you got me all fired up about Greek coins now, and
Oh, they're incredibly, yeah, they're bad for you.
these guys at DSS. This is
Wow,
I don't like crude humor, but at times it's quite appropriate. And I almost had pee running down both legs when I walked in this guy's shop. He's got, the old, they're like 4 foot tall, 5 foot tall, and they're like type set drawers. They're thin drawers, but there's probably 30 drawers per cabinet.
Yep,
This
yep.
guy, this guy has got coins in there. They bought some dude. They bought a collection from a guy, and they hadn't been through everything yet. But my gosh, the stuff this guy's got, the foreign and the ancient, are just incredible. And I haven't been able to get down there. Honestly, I got so much going on right now. It's a little disheartening, but I'll be getting back to the shop down there one of these days. This is me on a good day, LLC. this is how I feel. Anyway.
So yeah, well let's break the incredible news I got from you. So I got an email from Cranky the other day, and he said he was looking for some Bee merchandise, which I was ecstatic about. For those of you who don't know, I do have a store we'll check out in a minute with some Bee merch. But he said his son has won the bodybuilding. Is it a bodybuilding contest? Tell us the details, Cranky.
Well, he graduated from UNL with a degree in sports medicine and exercise science and nutrition. And I don't know how he got started on this. He's not even really sure, except that he really enjoys it. And it's completely natural bodybuilding. There are no supplements allowed. They have to piss test and all that stuff. But it's all natural. He got into a group called Muscle Mania in Colorado and won Best Physique and Best Classic Physique in his very first show out there. And I've got some pictures of that I think I've posted. And then just last Saturday, there he is. How'd you do that?
If you send me any other photos you want in an email,
I'll send you the one. I'll send you something. Well, I can't do all this at one time.
Okay, hold on.
But he just this last Saturday was in one for another platform called OCB, and it is it's also all natural, and it is Nebraska and Colorado combined, and it was here in Omaha, and he won Best Physique and Best Poser. And I don't know if you guys have ever been to these shows. It's kind of brutal sitting through some of it, but when your kid's up there, it's pretty cool. And his older brother and I were joking way back in the day. There were some movies called it was Bob and Doug McKenzie, the McKenzie brothers.
Okay.
And it was about Canadians. It's a cult classic Strange Brew. You must watch that.
Okay,
Um,
I'll have to. Yeah,
it
I haven't
it's
seen.
a cult classic, but they were calling they're guys from Canada, and they kept calling each other hosers. Take off, hoser. And so my oldest son and I were calling him poser. Take off, poser. Um, anyway, that's just a side note of there's always humor in what we do. But he got like a samurai sword and two 5-inch medallions, and he's doing extremely well with this thing. And
Wow,
I
that's
couldn't be prouder. He's and he works 3 jobs. So
wow.
he's,
That's
he's
amazing.
yeah, he's I'm proud of him. Um, he got some good genes, and
Tuli, yeah, send me over the pics so I can. If you got anything else, and I'll pop it up.
I wonder if he's got one with his sword.
So this Cranky, I got. I know you didn't order this, but well, I'll take you over there to this site here. Let's just share my
And
site.
for anybody that's out there, go support this. And I do have another question for you. Long Live Coins,
Yeah.
LLC. The Streamlabs that I see
Yeah.
is that like a service that you have, or is that an actual person that's
No,
doing something?
it's a software company. Stream Elements is
Stream
who it.
Elements.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're like they're kind of like Streambot that a lot of people use. But if you get this app, that's how you can get your store through that as well. But they also have other features that you can set up, kind of an overlay like you see on my screen. That's where you get some of that overlay
Got
stuff.
it.
I don't
Well,
know.
I feel a little silly then, because not knowing that, I in your stream the other night when I put a mention in the chat for everybody to go check out your online store, and
Oh,
then that Stream Elements came up and dropped a link to it, and I said thank you. I sent a thank you out. I feel a little silly. I'm
oh,
saying.
oh, yeah, I've done that before too, man. No worries.
I'm such a goob sometimes. I.
No, that's fine. I've done that type of stuff too. Okay, so here we go over on my web merch website. You can, oh man, how do I find that again? Okay, so we've got a bag here, tote. So I ordered one of these for your wife as a gift because they never get this is the color I got for the lighter color. They
My
don't.
wife. Do you know something I don't know?
No, but I just know, they don't
Currently, I haven't.
get much credit
Well,
for
she'll appreciate that. Miss Lori's a pretty good gal, and she will definitely like that. I could see some people doing some pours in something like that. Hint, hint.
yeah. Well, that's it. My wife wants one as well, so they're kind of cool. But also
Uh,
I have these shirts here, and this is what I got for him. So tell me what's going on there? Is he gonna be able to wear it at a show, or am I dreaming about that, or
no, I don't think you're dreaming at all. Currently, he got a pro card at the show in Denver. He got beat out for a pro card here. This show was quite a bit bigger, and it was between him and they had a pose off. I have to laugh every time I say that. They had a pose off, and this other kid won it. And honestly, it's not just my opinion, but the dude did not have the symmetry that I thought he should have. But with the pro card, he can line up some sponsors, and as an amateur, he can take any sponsorship that he can promote anybody he wants. So you will see some pictures of him in the Hive clothing.
oh, that's
We'll be making that happen. And
awesome.
so Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's I love the shirts and the sweats. It's just really nice stuff. It's good looking stuff.
Actually, it is. Yeah, I'm unboxing a big box of it here. So, I was actually pretty impressed with the sweatpants, especially, and they're embroidered in. Here's a hat. I got one for me, so I'm gonna open this up.
Cool.
Uh, so here's the hat, and it's a nice embroidery on there, and sweatpants are the same way. And what I really liked about them was, let me open one up here, was they have nice heavy drawstrings on them, and they're nice and comfy, and but kind of heavy duty as well. So I thought they were pretty decent.
Yeah, I really like the hat a lot. I'll be ordering one of those from you for sure.
Well, I actually ordered one for you as a gift, so you already got one.
You gotta stop doing that. You ain't gonna make no money that way.
Well, you got me all excited about it. I appreciate it. So, and so yeah, this is the sweatpants. They're embroidered on there, and it's got these big,
So cool,
heavy duty strings on them. So they're pretty good quality.
very nice. Yep, I really am excited about this for you because I don't know what your margin is on that, but everything adds up, and if you get some volume in this, it's just going to be awesome. And you get your logo out.
Yeah.
It's very, very nice.
Oh, you got me all excited. If I see him up there with my B logo on there, that'll be awesome. That'll be worth it right there.
Well, it'll happen.
Cool. So yeah, so that this is what I wanted to bring you out here, because this is what we're doing, or I'm doing anyway, is looking to pass down generational strength and wealth. And here you've done exactly that. So I thought we should highlight it. Here you're stacking precious metals, and going to be able to pass that down, as well as you've already passed down the strength side of things we can see from your son. So just yeah, I just wanted to say congratulations. That's awesome that we have someone out here who's a role model in this area.
It's I don't know that I'd go role model, but if I can leave my following generations ahead of me by even 10 years,
Right.
as far as wisdom or knowledge, then that's time well spent for me. And that's my goal. When I started this, I have to say that it was kind of selfish reasons, because I started to buy a life insurance policy, and that was right about the time that I started looking at maybe starting stacking. And the more I got into finding out about, the main mantra is, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. And I looked at the cost of that life insurance policy to leave them basically a piece of paper. Would not put them ahead of me. It just wouldn't. And so I started stacking, and the day came for me to go in and talk to this young lady about this insurance policy. And I took a tube in and said, here you go. I'm not going to take this policy, and here's what I am going to do. And here's my goal. And she said, very graciously said, well, good luck to you, and if you want to come back and talk to me sometime, I'm here. But when you lay that out on the table, and you're looking at a contract on the other side that says, we'll promise you, we'll promise your sons, 10 or 25,000, a piece upon your death. No matter what the condition of the economy, um, it could be worth, $100. It could be worth nothing. Um, and when I looked at that, it was just like, I
Right.
gotta leave something for them. So anything that I do or get is not for me. It's for my boys and their kids. You know, um, it's what I can do to put them ahead of the curve. So
Yep. No, that's it, Cranky, and I really appreciate that you thought of me and you reached out to me, and it's one, like, for me it is a role model, whether anybody else realizes it or not, but that's just like kind of in my title there, that's the way I see it, and I appreciate that you're out there and being real and
well,
cranky.
thank you. I'm not seeing chat here. What's top chat? Well, there you go.
Oh, don't you hate that top chat and live chat? And
Yeah, I do.
that gets
Hello, Ellie Armst.
Yep, L's awesome.
Homestead in here. Homestead, again, another morning. I didn't wake up pissing excellence. I have to work at it. Uh, I loved that line he put out there the other night. That was so cool.
Yeah,
It was excellent.
that's great.
So tell me, speaking of generational wealth, tell me a little bit about osmium, because I still don't fully understand the value of that. I understand it's really cool, but and it
Sure.
is. It's beautiful. The stuff he had on there last night, that hexagon that he had on,
Hmm.
um, and my God, the teardrop. It's just gorgeous stuff. And
Yep.
but I'm not seeing. To me, it seems like, and I don't know all about it. It almost seems like uh, Shackley vitamins back in the day. If you sign up now, you're going to get rich. But the next 10 people you sign up under you are going to buy some product, and
Yeah.
like a pyramid thing, because
Sure.
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Um, it's lovely, but I just don't know, what's the use of it.
Yeah. Well, I totally agree with you, and I will point out a few things. Most things in life are pyramid schemes, even completely legit ones. Like, most companies are built in a pyramid design. So now a pyramid scheme, and this has nothing to do with osmium. I just have thought about these pyramid schemes myself, and
Yeah.
have been in companies and whatnot, and kind of thought about those things. But yeah, there's pyramid schemes where you can that are a complete scam and you get nothing out of it, and those are horrible and whatnot. But as far as the design, most things, most even company, you have a president of yada yada yada. Uh, but yeah, no, with this, it is interesting in that they have a monopoly on it, as far as they are the only company that is making it, and has the ethically sourced product. So they're the ones who make the price, and the scientist who spent his life work making it, uh that's information that's not easily accessible. And I think that he would say, his method is pretty, um unique and precise, and even the products that he's putting out now are more refined than when he kind of originally said, okay, this is a good product. He continually had to refine it to get it to such a uniform, where we have those 5 different sparkle grades. And so, but yeah, I mean, it is very interesting in that, this is the only company doing that. um you know, it's 1,500 times more rare than gold, and it's a platinum byproduct. And platinum mining is harder than like gold mining, and
Yeah, and
it's
way underserved right now.
yep. And so it's they kind of think they have a lot of the ethically sourced um osmium, and so they're kind of, you know, coming at it from that angle. And so that's it's basically is what it is. I mean, you know, as far as the pyramid scheme side of it, I wouldn't, you know, I don't think that really is a part of this company. Like, I wouldn't label this I've been a part
Yeah,
that I
I
don't.
don't think so either. I think there's you know, as usually happens with, you know, with industries, the first generation has a lot of integrity and real heart for what they're doing. Um, but I guess my question in the thing is, and maybe this is something I think maybe this is a little underserved by them, and that is clarification on, you know, for a novice like myself, um, I understand that gold is gold and it's primarily monetary, and I understand that silver is monetary and industrial. And I don't think that they, at least nothing that I have seen, and quite possibly I haven't done the proper due diligence, but I think uh, I think they're doing themselves a disservice by not explaining it in a novice's terms as to the monetary and or industrial value of it. Like what is the value of it? I know it's rare, you
Sure.
know,
Well, I
and
think so.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody say anything about that.
Yeah, well, those are great. That's well, I'm glad you brought it up, Cranky.
Yeah, I mean, you
So,
know, if you're
no,
going to get into it.
yeah, yeah, I'll do my best here anyway. So it was originally discovered in 1800. Okay,
Wow.
and they did messing, or they've been messing around with it ever since they got it. However, again, it's very, very rare, and also in its natural sponge form, which I could show you a picture of. In its natural sponge form is toxic. Okay, and so you don't want to, oh, it's in so you don't want to breathe it in or mess with it in that form. It's deadly to breathe in the fumes, kind of. So but
The next,
they didn't, you know, they still tinkered with it and whatnot. Well, in 1900, about 1905, they were putting them in light bulbs, okay, in the light filament. And the funny thing about that is when the lights would burn out, the people would take their light bulbs back and hand them in for a refund because of the high value of the osmium inside of that filament.
wow,
but
what a concept.
but yeah, well, so and then over time, they've tried it in a few different things, and it, you know, it works well, but have never been able to, like, this new crystallization form that they are just coming up with in this last, well, the scientist has been working on it for 40 years, but it's only been made known to the public about 10 years ago. So but like, it's already the once they made up this product and started selling it in Europe, it started moving fast, and they're using it to transfer wealth, high volume transactions with something with an underlying value that's small and easy to transact with, and it has that built-in code. Have you heard much about that yet?
I do know about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that built-in code, along with it being those other elements, the most rare, the most inert, the most scratch resistant, the most shiny, the densest element there is. There's a whole list of things that other unique um, things about this metal. So it's the combination of those things that gives it its base underlying value. and that built-in code helps the digital security. So wealthy family offices have been using it to trade, and it's also able to move across borders easily. They made it change. They've got it in the laws so that when it comes through customs, it doesn't get held up and whatnot. So but as far as like for industrial use and whatnot, that they do say that it works really good with, like, there's these new crazy computers that work at really high temperatures, like really hot or really cold.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess osmium really excels at transferring that information at those high temperatures. But other than for like really high level stuff like that, it's just way too expensive to do a mass scale of any type of um industrial use.
Gotcha. Yeah.
It's already so valuable from investment demand, just for wealth preservation and transfer, slash also it's getting really big in the jewelry industry
I,
side of things.
I could see that. Absolutely. I could see that.
And
And
so
if the top, if you have osmium, it sounds to me like, well, it sounds to me like Europe is a decade ahead of us. But if
mhm.
you have osmium, you're going to be in like what, the top 0.2% of
Oh,
of people in the world.
0.000 something for sure, because there's not going to be very many people who own it. There won't be enough to go around.
Yeah,
But
that's
as
interesting.
far as, like, well, I got some more information about it that I'm excited to release, but I kind of got to hold that back a little bit. But there's potentially some big demand driving things coming up, and it's going to be such a small, unique class that if as soon as someone kind of big gets their hands on it, then other people are going to want it, because it has one of its unique properties is, like, how when diamonds right now are kind of used for grabbing attention from across the room with this sparkling glamour, right? It catches your eye. It's that sparkle catches your eye, right? That's kind of the diamonds help to do that, grab attention, right? That's kind of what they're known for in that way. Well, this osmium, it totally reflects the light, whereas the diamond refracts the light, and you're only getting certain, how a diamond can break apart the light and the colors
Yeah,
and whatnot.
yeah,
But with osmium, you're getting all of that reflection right back instead of only some refracted. And so you see it from a lot further away, and then all of that different crystallization just makes it pop at all those different angles. So it as far as that pop jewelry goes, and being that it's the most dense rare element known, and it's I can see it quickly getting into, like you say, that top echelon of percent. And then once they want it, you know it's for people like us who hold it, they can probably just name their number to get it from us, you know what I mean?
yep, absolutely.
And
Yeah,
so that's more right now. I mean, I stack silver and I stack gold, and the osmium for me is my corner stall bet pony type, you know what I mean?
yep, I
I'm
get it.
not I'm not hinging my everything on it by no means, but I do think that it has a very bright future, and so yeah, I'm thinking there's room for it to run.
I'm intrigued by it. I gotta say, I just, like I said, I don't know all that much about it, but
Yeah. Well,
and you're right about the different spectrums on it, and or the different refractory.
mhm.
Um, what am I trying?
Reflection or refraction. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So the more full spectrum the light, like I think Ian said last night, outdoors, it's just and that's a full spectrum of light versus man-made light is limited spectrum on.
Yep. Oh
Um,
yeah, it's blinding outside. I mean, it's crazy how much it almost, you think it's amplifying it, but it's like some people say, is it backlit? And it's like, no, it's just so it tricks your eyes a little bit because it pushes that much light into them. So
Wow, nice.
yeah.
Well, I think if you're buying on speculation right now, things are sounding pretty good for
That's
osmium. Where are they finding this? I mean, is it kind of a I know it's platinum related, but is it? It's not always in the platinum areas that they're mining, I'm sure. But is it strictly old world, or is it a new world product as well?
old world or new world. I'm not sure if I can even quite know what if I know what you're saying there.
Well, back when I was in school, they taught world history and things like that.
Oh yeah, okay. No, yeah. I'm sorry. No, things
And they
change,
used to
don't they,
call
Craig?
Europe the old world back when they taught history.
No doubt, right? No, that's totally a legit thing.
uh,
Yeah, no, it's just it's a platinum group metals byproduct, and it's so yeah, it is mostly found where they're mining platinum, and it's much rarer than platinum, and harder to refine. So it's not an easy product to work with, and that's the other thing that they're so strict about their osmium being ethically sourced. And
yeah,
there's other osmium floating around out there, but they say that's never coming into their control because they don't have proof of its where it came from and if it was ethically sourced and whatnot. So
right. Well, are there platinum mines in Canada or the U.S.
there
or
is in the US that's untapped. Ask Neil's Han Dynasty about that. Boy, will he get excited.
is he here?
He was earlier. I don't know if he is still or not, but um yeah, so yes, we have some platinum mines here in the US. We of course we were getting some out of Russia, but now that's cut off. So yeah, we won't be getting any more out of there. I think the biggest place right now is South Africa, is where probably the most of it is coming from right now.
Yeah, and that's not necessarily ethically sourced, from what I understand. But that's a topic for another day, maybe. As
This
far as
guy's this
any of their mining.
yeah, this Dub C coins and precious metals here. This guy knows his stuff, and he chimed in here: platinum, palladium, rhodium, ruthenium, iridium, and osmium. These metals have similar physical and chemical properties and occur together in nature. So there you
Hi,
go.
Deb C's. I've been seeing him quite a bit lately. It's nice to see you tonight.
Yep. Dub's awesome. Very knowledgeable. That guy is in a whole league of his own on knowledge and metals. He's great to listen to. I always tune in for him. There in 1984. Welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, Cranky. Well, that's awesome.
Hi, LBS.
What other questions about osmium do you have, right quick, before I let
You
you
know, as soon as we get off topic, I'm going to think of something. But I do honestly think, as far as a marketing standpoint, they would do themselves a great service by explaining it the way you and I have been talking about it.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Well, I think they're
non-legalese.
kind of, leaving it like it's interesting how they've been doing it, and I'm happy about it because I'm talking here with you now about it, and so they're letting me be kind of a mouthpiece for it. Now, should I be doing a better job, Cranky? Yeah, I'm sure I should, but but I
Well,
mean, I like that about it, in that it's kind of it gives a chance for the small guy to get a hold of it too, kind of. So possibly,
you have a lot of irons in the fire, and if there's a delicate balance uh between the time you put in,
right?
your return on investment.
For sure,
um there's a fine line there with what you invest and the time you put in on that.
for sure,
um
sure.
this is a nice little piece of copper. I don't even know
That
where I
is.
got this Geiger.
I love little chunky pieces like that. Those are my favorite.
That's
weighty chunks. Liberty Bleed Silver, welcome in. Good to see you.
ILBS.
Oh, Neil's on Dynasty is in here. See there?
Hi, Niels. Let's get him excited.
Yeah, he is. He's got some osmium nose or earring examples, I think, coming up available soon.
Nose rings. I saw that last night, and I'm curious if I let him pierce my nose on camera, will he let me wear an osmium nose ring?
Oh, that would probably happen, indeed. I'm sure he would probably fund the nose ring at that point.
Where does he live? If it's, I'm okay offering that if it's far enough away. But
Thule, I had a live, so I have Ian, and I try to get him in every other Wednesday. So I have auctions one Wednesday, and then the next Wednesday I have Ian in and pick his brain on silver, gold, monetary system, osmium.
I'll look a little deeper at this and come up with some good questions for Ian, because I got a huge amount of respect for him. He knows his business. Yep. And that's at his stage, that's a very good thing. But hey, Space Miner, I got some money of yours I need to send to you.
Space Miner in here? Sometimes other people see people that don't show up on my feed, and that bothers me. Are you seeing Space Miner in here?
I don't know if he is or not. I saw Liberty Bleeds said, "Hey, Space Miner," so I'm thinking he's in. But
okay,
I'm very happy that he got home from his calls at work.
No doubt, yeah, he looked
I didn't know he did that. He was in that line of work, and I much respect for that, because that's a big sacrifice.
No doubt, for sure. I think Space Miner's a pretty good dude. LLC, you have to go to all chat. I don't know why. Yeah, okay. And I can't even get that. I'm in StreamYard right now, Liberty Bleeds, so I can't even, but I know what you mean about the top chat in YouTube for sure. Cool.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just an awkward silence there.
Oh. Yeah, so well, I suppose we should wrap it up here. I just wanted to bring you on and congratulate you and thank you for thinking of me. And I'm gonna get this repackaged up and headed your way. And
I appreciate you, brother. And you're you got a good thing going there, and it's just pedal to the metal on this, and let's start getting this hive mentality on the online store stuff going on, because you can do quite well with it. It really did. It looks really nice, and to see that actually in your hand, I like that. It's good looking stuff. You got a great design.
I think you'll like it when you get a hold of it too. So yeah, definitely let me know. And I threw in a middle size just in case. So if something doesn't fit, you can just send them back or give them to somebody else, and we'll figure it out down the line.
So we'll get you. Yeah, we'll get you taken care of on it for sure. Did anybody else get one of these? I did it in my video today. These Wounded Warrior Project medallions, like a dog tag kind of thing.
I got a medallion. It's different than that one. I did get a medallion. However, I have not ever received the actual.
It's official.
that I ordered, and that was from like the last year's one, not this one. So I don't know whatever happened to that one, but I've heard it takes a long time. So I just don't say anything.
Well, I got my Nebraska stacking, which I got in the auction, but this actually came the Wounded Warrior Project piece of silver came this week, and this came last week. I've been sitting on it, but it's just cool. It's black like an enamel.
Yeah. I don't have mine with me, but mine's a little bit different design, and I got one of those too. It was pretty cool. I think it was
Nice.
just directly from them as kind of a thank you gift or something.
Yeah, yeah, it came from Wounded Warrior Project. So very cool.
Thanks,
And
Al.
I've got to say thanks to all the moderators out there for that 3 day love fest.
Yeah,
On
that's
that had to be just brutal.
you know
This is the moderators after
that.
3 days of Wounded Warrior Project.
No doubt, no doubt.
Um, and to vote for Pedro and it was MLZB.
Yep, yep.
Just the whole bunch of them. Snoopy. Yeah, just there was a ton of people in there, and
Yep, yep.
SGT.
Can probably in there again. I don't know if did he
I
make
don't know if I
it?
saw Can in there or not. He's I love that guy so much. He is. I owe him a video because I picked up a piece at one of his auctions, and it's in my pile over here of things to do. But I was gifted something from that auction as well, and he just is. Um, he's the epitome of even keel and humility, which I truly see as a strength, not as
Yeah.
a, a liability. But that's another story.
Yep, yep.
So
Cool, Cranky. Well, I really appreciate you hopping on here with me, and tell your
thank
son
you,
congratulations. And
thank you. I will, and he'll be sporting that hive mentality look. Before you know it, I'll get you some pictures. We'll do some model catalog pictures for you, and
get him doing some posing.
yeah, there you go. Take off, you poser. Because he's good at it. Apparently, he won the show on that.
No
So,
doubt, man. That's cool. That's too cool. That's
well, thank you very much for having me. I'm sitting about as long as I can sit in this position. So, uh, uh, I'm gonna pop off here, and I just, it's good to kind of be back. I don't know for how long, to what, full capacity, but we'll take each day as it comes, one day at a time, right?
for sure, for sure.
And all of them are gifts, just some better than others.
Yep, yep, yep.
But Godspeed, angels, everybody,
Back at you.
and stay safe. Here's how it goes, okay? In case there's any confusion,
Okay.
stay safe. Repeat after me. Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Shoot straight.
Shoot straight.
Keep stacking.
And keep stacking. You know it.
Yep. All right.
All
That's
right.
it.
Thanks, Cranky.
Thanks, LLC. We'll see you later.
Yep. Okay, everybody. Thanks for coming in. JT Coin Rings. Good to see you. Good to see you. Homestead, Dub C, Tooly. Who else we got in here? L, Niels, Han, Liberty Bleeds, Stacker Man's Rabbit Hole. Thanks for coming in. We will catch you all. And there in 1984. Appreciate you. And we'll see you on the next one.